Hello, everyone, and welcome to your single card pull for today, Thursday, July 6th, 2023. So we'll go ahead and get started. Today we will start with our water signs. So that's our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and we'll do a single card pull for the Major Arcana to see what it is that Spirit and Universe want you to know for today. So let's see what we have in store for you. The Judgment card. So that'll be something, there's going to be maybe some new awakening, new awareness. Maybe you're seeing things from a little bit of a different perspective. That'll be something to keep an eye out for today. Then we'll use one of our Sacred Creator Oracle cards. See what you should be thinking about for today. Lead your metamorphosis. So looks like there's some changes that are maybe going to be happening for you. That's something that you need to take the lead on. And don't wait for the world to happen around you. Go ahead and take that lead. We'll pull a moon card. So hopefully everyone's been handling the full moon energies well. Now that brings in a lot of emotions sometimes. Your jumper card was Hold Your Vision. And we'll also pull from the Romance deck as well. And then pull these all together. So when I'm looking at these where it's Lead Your Metamorphosis and Hold Your Vision, so you've maybe been having a vision in your mind of where you want things to go in your life, and you've been kind of hoping that it'll go in that direction, and now is really the time to embrace that, take those steps yourself, and start to craft the life that you've been envisioning for yourself. So what do we have for our Romance card for you? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So again, take only what resonates. If you're not in a romantic relationship, maybe this is something that is playing out in different ways, other passions that you have in your life. But with this Judgment card, this is some sort of a new awareness. You're getting towards the end of that cycle, the end of whatever this lesson is that's on your plate to be learned at this point. So you're kind of seeing things from all different perspectives, wrapping it together, and that's going to be spurring you into leading this metamorphosis, starting to make those changes, take that next step in your life, and just remember that your feelings are worth exploring. So maybe you've been in a situation where you feel like you've had to kind of put your feelings on the back burner, prioritize other things, whether it's in a friendship or a family dynamic where you feel like you have to prioritize the other person's feelings, or in a work scenario, you feel like you have to prioritize other coworkers or something like that at your own expense. So just remember that your feelings are valid and worth exploring. So that was for our water signs, our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And next we will move on to our air signs. So that's going to be our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we'll see what message is coming through for you for today. The Sun card. So the Sun, this is that nurturing, healing energy. And it's optimism, joy, and this is a really positive card. So good things coming through for you for Thursday. Let's pair that up with one of our Sacred Creator cards. Choose who you are becoming. So similar to the Lead Your Metamorphosis card that we were seeing for the water signs, you need to really take ownership of who you're becoming. So sometimes when there's a lot going on, it's easy to just sort of step back and say, well, whatever will be, will be. And while you don't want to try to be overly controlling about your future, you also don't want to be sitting on the sidelines. So one of the one of the things that I loved from that movie, Evan Almighty, the one where Steve Carell is building an ark, is there's this great scene between God, played by Morgan Freeman, and one of the other characters, and he makes a comment to her about, when somebody prays for patience, do you think that God just snaps their fingers and gives them patience, or do you think he gives them an opportunity to be patient? Or when somebody prays for their family to come together and spend more time together, do you think they snaps their fingers and makes that happen, or do you think God presents them for an opportunity to be more loving? So that's kind of the whole thing of that. If you really want something to happen, you can't just say, well, I'm going to put all my trust in the divine and the universe, and it'll happen if it's meant to happen. You'll be shown opportunities, and what you choose to do with those opportunities is up to you. But you can't just expect some magical hand to come down and pluck you out of a situation and put you somewhere else. You'll be given the opportunity to rise up to that challenge, to make that a reality for yourself. So I love this card, this choose who you're becoming. So you've been given all the tools. The sun card, that's going to be your optimism. That should hopefully give you some strength to be able to make the decision, and some of that clarity to choose what direction you want your life to go in, because you're the one that has to live that life every day. Your moon card is show the world the real you. So this is full moon in Aquarius, and we're just coming off of a full moon, but showing the whole world who the real you is. And that's a matter of, choosing who you're becoming. So don't ever make yourself small just to make people around you feel more at ease or more comfortable. So own who you are and step proudly into that. And then we'll choose one of our romance cards, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So if you've been having that question tumbling around in your head, is this the person for me? Is this not? Here's your answer. Yes, it is. And this, maybe you're looking at a romantic relationship right now, and you know, do I want to go down this path? Do I not? Maybe there's some other concerns or issues there. You're afraid of what people are going to think, and don't be afraid to step into the path that's you, the one that makes you happy. So that was for our air signs. Next, we're on to our fire signs. So our Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and let's see what message Spirit has for you for today. The Temperance card. I feel like this one's been coming up a little bit lately. So this is the card about being a little bit cautious and balanced, and thinking about things from all different perspectives, and don't make any rash decisions. This is Ambassador Spock. So Ambassador Spock thinks things through, kind of see from all angles if there's opposing opinions about things. Let's take a look at your Sacred Creator card. The good kind. So if this is about creating, like Sacred Creator, that you're creating things, create the good kind of future. So as you're stepping into seeing things from all different perspectives, choose the good one there. And let's see what your moon card has to say. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So that was actually the full moon that we just finished up with a couple days ago, and it was beautiful. So I'm not sure if you had the chance to sit outside and watch it, but I spent a lot of time outside meditating in the moonlight. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. So hopefully the Temperance card, as you've been seeing things from different perspectives, hopefully that's been helping you get through the end of this tough cycle. Let's see what you have in store on your romance cards. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So this goes along nicely with the end of a tough cycle approaching, that part of it is about forgiving and learning and healing. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you're staying in a tough situation, but part of being able to move past that is learning whatever those lessons are, forgiving people, and healing and moving on. So that is the message for our fire signs. And last but not least, our earth signs. So our Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for today. The Hanged Man. So there's that card for you. And with the Hanged Man, so that's kind of like that self-imposed state of thinking, like you're kind of stepping back a little bit and taking a look to see, can you see things from a different direction? Usually in a regular Rider-Waite deck, that this character is going to be literally hanging upside down, just thinking about things. So let's see what our Sacred Creator card is for today. The distraction of shiny things, which is funny because sometimes with the Hanged Man, that's kind of a card about being distracted in terms of thinking about whatever the problem is at hand, that you're off that you're off kind of doing other things so that you don't have to actually think about the problem. So funny that that one came up, which sometimes a little bit of distraction is good if you get to a point where you're at kind of a stalemate and you don't really know what to do. Sometimes distraction helps, but it can also keep you from moving forward. It's also a way of procrastinating. Oh, look, I'm going to go focus on something else over there. So let's see what the Moon card is for you. Work through your fears. So some of this could be you have a tough situation that you've been dealing with, and you're letting yourself get distracted because you don't really want to have to think about it. That if it's a tough decision, usually there is some fear around it. Fear of either making the wrong choice or fear of being the one responsible if you're the one making the choice and you'd rather have somebody else make it. So you're just going to kind of sit there for a little while and see what happens. But at some point you have to move along and make a choice one way or the other. Doing nothing is still making a choice. So that's something to consider. Let's take a look at your romance card. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So if this is something where you're single and you're looking around and trying to find that relationship, maybe part of the problem is maybe you have a usual type, and that usual type has kind of produced the same results. So maybe it's time to try something new. Or if you're in an existing relationship, maybe what you thought it was that you were looking for is not still what you're looking for today. People grow over time, and sometimes that's that difference of people either grow together or they grow apart, or maybe one person grows and the other one isn't growing at all, which can also be an issue. So keep an open mind there, and hopefully you'll be able to work through some of these fears and not get too distracted. So keep plugging forward in the right direction, and hopefully that'll get you some good results. So I hope today's been useful for you, and look forward to seeing you back tomorrow for your next card pull, and wishing you some peaceful forward progress on your journey. So thank you.